Almost 3 weeks since court and I'm still not divorced yet. But that's okay. Because one thing about me, my life ain't stopped for nobody. I'm literally pregnant right now, working on baby number 2 since filing for divorce. December will make 2 years since I filed for divorce. And in that time, I've been pregnant twice. I don't know if my baby, this other baby, will be here before or after I'm divorced, but it doesn't matter. It literally didn't even come up in court except for me mentioning it. But I know a lot of people have said, like, in their state, they won't let you get divorced if you're pregnant. The person that I'm trying to divorce is not able to have any more children. He's also like in his like, what is he, late 50s now? And he hasn't been able to have more children for a long time now. He's not contesting whether or not these children are his. They're clearly not. So it's not an issue. But if your state has that thing going, then sorry. Divorce is happening in Maryland and I live in Virginia, and that is where I have my children. So we protected ourselves. We made sure that we were protected before we even decided to have more children, Anthony and I. And we made sure that there was going to be no issues. Anthony is on baby Anthony's birth certificate. He will be on this baby's birth certificate. We have done things that we need to do to assert paternity, I think it's called, but it is not an issue. Anthony wiped his nose on my shirt. That's what we got going on here. Mom life. We had a great weekend though, and we went to the parade in Norfolk. I think it's called Grand Illumination. It's been around for like 37 years. And we had a lot of fun. My baby daddy is so funny. He's so worried like about being late places and stuff like that. The parade did not start until 7. You guys, we got there at 2:15. Literally 2:15. But before we watched the parade, I was like, we got there at 2:15 and literally nobody was like sitting out. And so Penelope and I were like super embarrassed to like get out of the car and start putting our stuff up. So we were like, can we like do something else before? So we went to have lunch. We went and got like burgers before. So we didn't actually like get out there and start putting our stuff out there until like maybe 3 o'clock, but still the parade started at 7. So we sat outside from 3 until 7. What is that? 4 hours? But my baby daddy was like so proud of himself because he got like the best spot. And I'm generally not a rude person. I'm a very nice person, but I've been sitting out here for 4 hours. You're not about to come and sit in front of me. Like, well, when we sat out there, the roads were still open. So, like, I'm not about to sit right at the curb. So, like, we put our blankets out and then we put our chairs behind our blankets. So, we were maybe about 5 feet, like, off of the curb. And, of course, I had baby Anthony, like, as far away from it as possible because I always have anxiety. Like, someone's just going to jump the curb and, like, crash into me. So, I had us back, like, as far as possible, but our stuff up there. And then the parade starts at 7. Okay, some people have the audacity to show up at 6:55, and this mom tells her kid to go sit down on our blanket. Like, no. She's like, you can go sit right there. I said, no, he can't. That's my spot. Just because I'm not sitting there right now don't mean that you can have the spot. Like, I'm not sitting at the curb because they were still letting cars were still zooming through there, like, up until 5 minutes before. I'm like, that's my spot for my children to be, for me to be, for Anthony to be. That's my spot. So no, you're not about to sit right there. The hell? Like, no, sis. I was not here saving a freaking spot for you. Like, I'm sorry. This is a 2-mile parade. Go sit somewhere else. I was like, oh, look, there's a spot right there for you. Entitled. You already know who I'm talking about. Entitled. Absolutely not. No, ma'am. So this is my spot. And she looked at me like I had 6 heads. Don't make me... Oh, here's my comb. I thought my 14-year-old daughter was going to come. Do not make me stand up out of my chair. We were so cozy out there. We had blankets. We went and got Uno. Anthony and Penelope got this huge pizza, which I'm so sad I didn't even get to try. I was like so full from the burger and trying not to get sick that I couldn't even eat the pizza, which is really sad because my baby daddy says it's like so good. And I didn't even get it. Are there dogs in here? There are. I don't know if you guys can see them. The dogs had to get shaved. They just went to the groomer. They got shaved. They're teacup golden doodles. They have hair, not fur, because I'm allergic. But you have to brush them like every day, like you brush a human's hair. And my daughter, she does it. She just doesn't do it every day. So they got matted. And the groomer was like, we can spend hours trying to dig this out, or we can just put them down to like a summer coat. And I was like, all right, just do it. Do what you got to do. And I'm going to try to make my daughter stay on top of it. But she's 14 years old. And if anybody's ever had a 14-year-old in 2023, it ain't like having a 14-year-old back in 1993, okay? Where our parents could just whack us and make us do something. No. These kids will pull out their phone and start recording you and talk about, I'll call the police on you. Our parents, first of all, we had to use our parents' phone to call the police if we threatened to call the police on our parents. Literally. I heard that type of stuff. Like, you can't not give me ice cream. This is child abuse. I'm going to call the police on you. They'd be like, call them. Here's the cordless stand right here. There's no calling them with privacy. Ain't no way. So parents were like, just make them do it. There are certain things I'll make my child do. Some things just are not worth the fight. So you brush them most of the time. Okay. You're also 14 years old. I don't know if you can see them. I don't know where they think they're going. I think they heard a noise. I'd be my housekeeper. But we have a lot to do. We have family coming in town for Thanksgiving. I'm so excited. Anthony and I are hosting our first Thanksgiving together. The past few years, we've been going to California. But this year, we're doing it here at our house. And it's kind of cool to be pregnant because nobody judges you on the amount that you eat. But also, my pregnancy has been so eventful that I can't just eat whatever I want. I'm not getting as sick as much anymore. I'm getting sick maybe every 3 or 4 days. Like the last time I got sick was when we went to Costco. And that was on... When did we go to Costco? The day of baby Anthony's appointment. And that was Wednesday. Last time I got sick was at Costco, in the Costco parking lot on Wednesday. And so far I haven't thrown up. When I say gotten sick, I mean thrown up. But I still feel nauseous like after I eat stuff. If I eat something that has like too much sugar and not enough protein, then I'm going to feel like crap. And yesterday was one of those days. We had like breakfast. Well, Saturday, my baby daddy made waffles and eggs and sausage. I ate like 2 bites of the waffle, but I mainly focused on the eggs and the sausage because of the protein. And then yesterday we had like a Danish and I took like 2 bites and it was so much sugar. I ate some fruit and that was way too much sugar. So I was like panicking for protein. And I didn't get any really until the afternoon. Like we made that steak. Well, my baby daddy made that steak. He made a flank steak that I was like fiending for. I wanted it so bad. It was so good. And I am dying at all of the comments from that video. So the majority of, I will say 99% of the time when I have a cut on my hand that's burning. When I film a video and I just post it. Like I'm watching it with you guys for the first time. So if you ever see me post a video and then all of a sudden it disappears, it's probably because I realized, oh my God, like my whole titty was in the video or something, you know? But, we made that video yesterday. I just posted it. And then I just didn't even get back on TikTok last night, like after I posted it. And then after I got out of the shower this morning, I look at TikTok and I'm seeing all these comments like, oh my gosh, the audio of this video is not even PG-13. I was just eating meat. That's it. And I'm like eating the meat. My baby daddy's like, oh yeah, you like that? And I'm like, yeah, it's good. He's like, is that what you wanted, girl? And I'm like, yeah, it's so good. That's how we talk, like literally all the time. We did not mean anything sexual by it, but it completely sounds that way. It's so funny. And then everybody commenting on Anthony's tongue. That is his concentration tongue. And it's so funny because my daughter does it also. Like when he's concentrating or focusing on something, he's just like over and over and over again. But I just love it. I just know that he's like working hard. And another thing, people comment on like how I talk to Anthony. That I don't know. And I don't want to say that I do it unintentionally. Like I'm aware of what I'm doing, but I don't know. I love him so much. I just always want to like build him up. Like,